Number 5. Your nutritional needs differ at different stages of life, and they may also change if you have a chronic disease, for example. In addition, other factors such as culture, family background, religious and moral beliefs, cost and availability of food can all affect your food choices and sometimes make it difficult to stick to a healthy diet. People like different foods and prepare similar foods in different ways. Despite of these differences, some general principles for choosing foods apply to most people. The basic principles of healthy eating plans generally include the following. 1. Eat more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. 2. Reduce intake of saturated fat and cholesterol. 3. Limit sweets and salt. Number 6. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess in the heavens. Many young men wanted to marry her, but she loved the god of the North Ocean. One day, the princess got out of the palace and went to the North Ocean to meet the god. However, he was already married. The princess was shocked by the fact and threw herself from the top of the cliff into the sea. When the god heard the news, he was in deep sorrow and thought that his wife had caused the princess's death. As a result, he killed his wife. The great Jade Emperor wanted to honor the two women, so he let Yulon, which has white flowers and means hopeless love, bloom on the princess's grave, and Lily Magnolia, which has reddish-purple flowers and means love nature, bloom on the god's wife's grave. The magnolias that bloomed from the two women's souls who loved the god of the North Ocean bloomed toward the north, hoping to be with the god of the North Ocean. Numbers 7 to 9. During the Revolutionary War, the Continental Army was so desperate for soldiers that young boys, runaway slaves, and women were often allowed to enlist. One such soldier was Deborah Sampson Gannett, who was born on December 17, 1760, the oldest of 7 children. As a girl, she was a house servant, but she had a burning desire to learn and taught herself how to read and write. At age 18, she got enough education to become a teacher. Her spirit of adventure led her to enlist in the Army at the age of 20, under the name of Robert Shirtleff in the 4th Massachusetts Regiment. She was a good, bold, courageous, and fearless soldier, taking part in the battle at Yorktown. Even though wounded, she managed to keep her secret. But then, she fell ill with a fever, and when a doctor found out that she was a woman, she advised her to be discharged at once. So, she couldn't help taking her doctor's advice. After the war, she married a Massachusetts farmer, Benjamin Gannett, and had 3 children. She still had her spirit of adventure, however, and she decided to go on a speaking tour telling of her Revolutionary War experiences. In fact, women in those days were expected to remain quietly at home, but Deborah Gannett became the first American woman to earn money lecturing. While she made very little from her speaking, in time the state of Massachusetts and the federal Congress each granted her a pension in recognition of her service in the Continental Army.